Good morning everyone. Welcome. I'm in my kitchen. I'm gonna make this special, wonderful herbs and cheese bread that's gonna be so gooey and so tasty, so delicious. So I'm gonna show you how to do it my way, because there's a lot of breads out there that they have all these herbs and cheese and all that stuff. But this has got a little bit of Mediterranean flavor, a little bit of feta cheese, garlic, mint, all the good flavors. So I'm gonna start by adding my water into my bowl. And then I'm gonna do my sugar, 1 tablespoon of sugar. That's gonna activate the yeast. 1 tablespoon of yeast. And I'm going to mix this with the fork a little bit, just to get it activated. And then I'm going to add my flour. I'm going to add about 2 cups of flour right now. 1, 2. And at this point, I'm going to put all the rest of the stuff in here. I'm going to put my salt first. There you go. Salt, 1 teaspoon of salt. That goes in there. So now that's where the fun begins. We're going to put all these flavors in here. And it's probably going to need more flour, but we can add that later at the end. So I have garlic. I'm going to shred my garlic, and I have lots of garlic here. I have about 4 cloves, big ones. And they're gonna, you think it's a lot of garlic, but this is gonna be a lot of bread. So, and it's gonna be so flavor, this bread, which you're not gonna quit eating this bread. It's so good. Okay, 4 cloves of garlic. This is the 3rd one. And this is the 4th one. And I shred it on this little shredder here. This way you don't get big chunks of garlic in the slice of bread. So I have some oregano. Oregano goes in. It's just fresh oregano from my garden. And it's going so fast. These herbs are dying, the poor babies. But I'm still using them, so I still get 1 or 2 springs to use them on this flavored bread. So I have my oregano, and you put whatever you want. You want to put parsley. You want to put chives would be good on this. I just choose the 3 major Mediterranean flavors here. I have oregano. I have some mint, which I'm gonna chop rough, because you don't want it too small. About 2 tablespoons of chopped mint, that goes in there. And I have some basil. I'm gonna chop that like big chunks, you know, not too fine, because you want to taste this when you bite into it. So there's all the herbs in here, the garlic and the herbs. And now we're going to put cheese. I'm going to put half a cup of feta cheese and half a cup of mozzarella cheese, because I like the gooiness. Okay, half a cup of each. Half of mozzarella, half of 2 or 3 tablespoons of olive oil. And that's when you're going to need a little bit more flour to put this together. Look how good it looks. Look how delicious it looks. So now it's a good time to get this fork out of here. And I'm going to add maybe half a cup at a time. I got 2 cups in there already, but I want to make sure it doesn't get too thick of a dough, because you want it to be nice and soft. So I put another half a cup in here. And it comes together so good. Okay, I need maybe a couple more tablespoons of flour. So I took about 2.5 cups of flour. And now this is gonna go in a bowl right here with a little bit of olive oil on the bottom. And it's gonna sit for 1 hour. It's gonna sit for 1 hour. There you go. I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil on the bottom. I'm gonna coat it on both sides. There you go. And there's our dough. It's gonna be covered with a towel, just like that. I'm gonna put it on the side. And I'm going to leave it for 1 hour to rise double the size. And I'm gonna come back and show you what I'm gonna do with it. It's so good, so delicious. You're gonna love this bread. So there I am an hour later, and my dough, it's risen really well. So I'm gonna tell you, I forgot to put rosemary in it. And I went out there to get some fresh herbs for my salad for lunch, and I saw the rosemary. So I added a little rosemary to this, but the ingredients are gonna be under the description box. You can just put whatever you want in, but I added the rosemary after I was done with it. So there's the dough. So I think I'm gonna make 2 smaller loaves, and I'm gonna put them in this little aluminum foil loaf pans. So I'm gonna spray this with a little bit of olive oil. There they are. And I'm gonna divide my dough in half. Divide it in half because that's kind of big to make one. So I'm gonna make 2 smaller ones. So there's the dough. So I'm gonna spread it out a little bit. Then I'm gonna roll it to make a nice loaf. There you go. So that's gonna go right in here. There it is. And there's the other one. Oh my God, it smells so good. All the garlic and the herbs. So I spread it out to a little, maybe about 1/2 inch. Then I roll it. And I'm gonna put it in the pan, just like that. There they are, 2 small loaves, and I have one of these little blades. So I'm gonna squirt it on top, just to make them a little pretty. So there he is, all scored, and I'm gonna leave it out for 30 minutes maybe. It's gonna take about 30 minutes to rise again. I'm gonna preheat my oven to 375, and I'm gonna bake it for maybe about 30 minutes because I want all those herbs to get nice and toasty and smelling so good. The house is gonna smell so good. So I'll be back in 30 minutes to pop it in the oven, and we're gonna see how it turns out. So there we are. Hello everyone. There is my bread. Wow, it smells wonderful. It looks good. So I'm just gonna slice a couple pieces of butter to put right on top, because the butter is gonna make it nice and crispy. Just throw it right on top and it's gonna melt everywhere. I have 3 slices of each, maybe 4. Okay, there you go. And it's gonna melt all over, and it's gonna make it nice and brown, and it's gonna look so good. Okay, there we go. So my oven is preheated at 375. So I'm gonna put it in the oven, bake it for 30 minutes, and I'm gonna take it out and look at it and see what it looks like. There we go. There we go, everyone. In 30 minutes, we will have fresh baked herb, garlic, cheese bread. So I'll see you in 30 minutes. So it took 30 minutes to bake this beautiful bread. So I want to tell you, it's not going to rise very much because all the cheese and the herbs and all that stuff, but it looks great. Look at this. Look at how beautiful it looks. So I'm gonna slice it and see how it tastes. Let's have a little taste. This is my herb, garlic, and cheese Mediterranean style bread. Nice and spongy in the inside, crispy on the outside. Oh baby, this is good. This would be great with a cup of coffee in the afternoon. Maybe a little salad for lunch. This is a special treat. So I hope you make it. It's really easy and it's delicious any time of the day for a little snack or with lunch or dinner, whatever, with a salad. I'm going to leave you with lots of love and enjoy the video. Subscribe, share, and give us some thumbs up. Thank you. Bye-bye.